does that work? Oh, that's better.
Okay, you come sit on my side.
No, I won't.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Sit next to each other. I'll open and I'll talk.
Okay, do we have everybody here? Maybe have Council President Alice, Nick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Are we good, Danielle, with the recording?
We're good with the recording.
All right. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. The date is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. The time is 1:30 p.m. Present, we have myself, Dorcia Clears, Chief City Auditor. We also have our City Treasurer, Darius Schoenfar. We have Michael Wheeler, our Budget Director. We have our Common Council President, Corey Ellis. How are you, Council President? And who do we have from our Corporation Counsel's office?
Sorry, I was on mute. I'm doing all right.
Good.
Always.
Do we have
Somebody.
I don't see anybody.
Hmm.
We don't need them to have a good time, though.
Well, we have a pretty brief meeting today, which I'm sure no one is complaining about. So we'll jump right in. So the first item we have is a budget transfer, of course, and these are all 2020 transfers. This request comes from our very own city clerk's office. We have present from the clerk's office, Danielle Gillespie and Kashana Parker. So the transfer request is a request in the amount of $3,000 total from the training/conferences account to the legal notices account. There is $1,500 coming from two separate accounts. Excuse me. So the first $1,500 will be coming from the training/conferences account, and then the second $1,500 will be coming from the contracted services account. So again, a total of $3,000 being transferred to the legal notices account for the purpose of, and Danielle, if you could give me a little clarity on this, There's been an increase in legal notices fees due to COVID-19. Can you just clarify that, please?
Yes, every time an emergency order is issued, it has to be published in the Times Union. And because of all of the emergency orders that the mayor has had to introduce, we have anticipated legal notice fees.
And on average, how much are those fees?
It just kind of sort of depends on how many days and how long the notices are. Usually anywhere from like $100 to maybe $250 per notice. And I feel like,
Last one I think Alan was like $234.
yeah. So they just kind of sort of vary depending on how many words are included in the emergency order.
Okay, thank you. Any additional questions for City Clerk's office while we're on this
Yep.
item?
It's Mike. Danielle, can you just make sure that we're tracking all those costs because those would be eligible for FEMA reimbursement?
First.
Yes, we're actively tracking them for that purpose.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay, moving along, we have our next request coming from the police department. They are requesting that we transfer a total of $13,225 from the retirement account to the contracted services account. The purpose of the transfer is to support the emergency communication study. Do we have anyone from the department present? Police department?
One from April 7th.
Well,
I can speak to that, Dorsey, if you want.
Sure, I was just going to say, I did communicate with Bridget about this particular item, and she said that the police department is partnering with the mayor's office on this study, and I didn't hear back from her. Is this for the a specific unit within the police department?
It's for it's for 911 dispatch. They're going in to look at basically their overall work conditions, some of the stressors and issues that are happening within that department, and going to give us a list of recommendations of things that we can do to enhance the experience and the work conditions of that particular unit, because it has been so volatile the last couple of years. So this is a study that we're doing with a group. They're actually the same group who did the study when we were discussing merging with the county with 911 dispatch. They came in and did a similar study, but this one is about with the intention of them staying with the city of Albany and what we can do with them moving forward.
Got it. Thank you for that clarification. I didn't hear back from Bridget on that last piece. This is the consulting company out of St. Louis?
It is. Yep. Same group, same guys.
Okay. Any questions about the transfer request?
No.
Nope.
Okay. The next item is an increase appropriation item from the police department. The amount is $15,664. So the department has received a grant from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services. And so this is an increase to the department's New York State DCJS Give account, so an increase in revenue. And so this will result in the need for the $15,644 to be noted in the New York State DCJS Give Grant Contracted Services expense account. Any questions about this? So they're getting a grant, receiving a give grant, and as a result, this money will be used to support some of their give grant initiatives and the expenses related to developing partnerships to implement a comprehensive strategy designed to reduce shootings and homicides in the city. Any questions about this?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So that concludes the agenda items that I have Is there a motion to approve the request?
I move to approve the
So-
agenda.
Second,
So moved by the council president and a second from
Darius.
City Treasurer Darius Shamfar. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so all the agenda items are
To adjourn.
motion to adjourn from City Treasurer Darius
I
Shamfar.
second.
Second from Council President Ellis. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? All right,
I'm totally opposed to this.
I know. Everyone be safe.
we can start this all
Safe.
over again.
I miss everybody. I want to hang out.
No, be safe.
Thank
Oh, it's still
Thanks.
recording.
Well, thank you all so much for your time, and we're going to transition so that the city clerk's office can take over for the next meeting. Take care, everyone, and be safe.
Thank you.
Dorsey.
No.
Hi, good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Board of Contract and Supply. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. Present, we have Mike Wheeler, Darius Shamfar. Do we have Marisa?
I do not see Marisa on
No.
the line.
Do we have Randy?
I do see Randy.
Okay, there's Randy. Is that Frank over there?
That's Frank.
And Frank Ziola. All right, we just have some openings and a couple of awards today. So the first opening is maintenance contract for roofing work for various city-owned buildings. I'm sorry. Is this one? Yep, because I got it in order. So the first one is from Mid-State Industry, LTD.
It put in the Tyvek envelope, so it's a little difficult to open.
Okay, so let's see. The total base bid is $36,100.00. Okay. Oh, and there was it's a bid bond. Bid bond.
That was a big one.
I think it was in the front. It had a seal on it. Yes.
That's the big one.
Yep,
BB1 to BB2.
here it is.
You got it?
That's it. Got
So there
it.
was
Bid
a
bond
big one.
included. Next one, we have Titan Roofing. Bid bond included. Total base bid, $47,500. That out the way. Next, our opening is Street Milling 2020. First, we have Evolution Construction Services. Thank you. Bid bond included. Total base bid, $88,005.00. $88,005.00. From Peter Louisi Brothers. Bid bond included. Total base bid, $91,825.00. Next, we have street resurfacing and sidewalk reconstruction for contract 2. First, we have Callahan Industries. Bid bond included. Total base bid, $3,383,769.00. Next, we have Newcastle Paving. Bid bond included. Total base bid, $2,955,026.00. And last but not least, well, Peter Luisi Brothers. Bid bond included. Base bid of $2,874,394.00. All right. Next, we have the
That's
unmanned,
for confined spaces.
thank you. This one is from Empire Drone Co. I believe the deposit requirement was waived for these projects, these next two. Oh, they had it all the way at the end. So. We got the labor rates. And we have an estimate. Okay, we have the labor rates of the normal shop labor rate of $120 per hour, the emergency labor rate at $340 per hour. They have a 10% discount on parts and material from retail. And they gave us an estimate on invoice looking document of $35,642.00. Is there another one? This one?
You have liability.
Oh, liability. I sent you the email with their information.
Did everyone see the submission from Flyability? They emailed their bid document, which was sent to the board at approximately 1:29. They have a project spec plus a price list, and we'll include their price list in the finalized agenda.
Thank you for bearing with us. Next,
Yes,
we have,
that's okay with me.
what do you say?
Can you repeat that?
I said, that's okay with me. I sent you a response to the email.
Okay.
Thank you, Darius.
Thank you.
So for the UASs for outdoors, we have Empire Drone Co. Okay. Yes. No. Another stuff is in the back on this. So for this one, let's see. They have the normal shop labor rate at $200 per hour, emergency labor rate at $350 per hour, with 10% discounts on parts and material from retail. And their estimate, let me see this looks. Like a total estimate for all the parts requested on this is $36,553.00 from Empire Drone. And the last one is Forensic Mapping Solutions. A big sheet. They have a warranty, 1 year at no cost. Their labor rate hours, normal shop is $90 per hour. Emergency labor rate is $90 per hour. There's 0% discount on the parts. And let me see if I can get a total. Yep. Okay. So total quote, we have 2. I'll give you the 2 individual total quotes they got. One is for $35,152.99. And then we have another total quote for additional parts for $16,989.00.
Those quotes do have an expiration date of May 15th of 2020, just a note for the record.
Yes. I believe that concludes our openings. And we have 2 awards. The following, the 2 resolutions that I'm going to read are offered on behalf of the Albany Water Board to award the 2020 Jordan Place Pipeline Project to the lowest bidder, Kenyon Pipeline Inspections. And they're awarding the purchase of Hymax couplings to the lowest bidder from FW Webb. And that concludes our agenda. So may I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Seconded?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Randy. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
agenda accepted. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, guys.